Okay, so we'll start with the next concept, that is pumps. Now, in this pumps topic, so actually this topic is covered in a separate subject, that is hydraulic machines. So in these hydraulic machines, there are two main things that you have to study. One is pumps and the second one is turbine. So in this detail, the pumps will be studied. Now we will only see what are the various types of pipe and what are the main uses of those pipe. So before starting that, you must have seen a service reservoir which stores the water. So there is an overhead structure. Okay, so just try to assume it now. So this overhead structure is there, and this structure, what it does, it retains the water. All the water is present inside this structure. Overhead water tank. Okay, this is called an overhead water tank. And these are all the columns. This is the ground level. This is called as overhead water tank or water reservoir. Now what is the water level here? This is the water level. Okay, so I am marking it here. This is the level of water. Now if a particular building is there, let's say this is a two-story building, and for this two-story building the height is 10 meter. So the height of this building is 10 meter. So this is ground floor, this is first floor and second floor. Now you tell me, if this is a practical question, okay, if there is one tap which is present here on the basin. So this is the basin here on the second floor and this is a tap. Will the water come from this tap if the tap is on? Is it possible? Yes. Okay, so water will come. Now to understand what I am trying to ask you here is, I will just increase this height of the building. Now what I am doing is, I am increasing the height of building. Now this is the third floor, fourth, this is the fifth one, and this is the sixth floor. Okay. The level of water in this overhead water tank, this water level is 15 meter. This is 15 meter. So same question, if I repeat once again, let's take the fifth floor or let's take the sixth floor. Will the water come from the basin of the sixth floor? Will the water will come from here? So the answer to this is no. Okay, so for the sixth floor the water will not come from the tap. However, for the second floor the water will come. What about the ground floor? Will the water will come? Yes. First floor? Yes. Third floor? Yes. What about the fourth floor? No. What about the fifth floor? No. And sixth floor also? No. So to get the exact meaning of what I am asking, you have to draw the level of water, that is called as pressure head. So the pressure head is present up to 15 meter. That means if this reservoir is present, or we can say the level of water in this reservoir is 15 meter, then only up to 15 meter height the water can be transferred easily, or we can say without any external pressure. Without using pumps, the water will easily or directly, under the action of this gravity and also the pressure relation, the water will be available in all the floors up to the third floor. That is, up to 15 meter height the water will be available. Now if we want to supply the water to the upper floors, then what we have to do? We have to increase the pressure. Increase the pressure. So how to increase the pressure then? The pressure can be increased by using the pumps. So now with the help of the concept only, I have showed you what is the use of the pump. Now this example you can relate it with the all other examples and then find out or understand more properly the use of pumps. In this same way only, the water from your house is shifted to the top floor. That's why we are using the pumps. Why we are using the pumps? Because we want to increase the pressure, and the pressure can be increased only by using the pumps. Now, so what are the various types of pumps that we have? So first we'll see what is the booster pump. What is a booster pump? So these pumps provide water in the upper stories of tall buildings. So we have seen here up to the third floor the water is available, but after the fourth floor we have to use the pumps. Such kind of pump which are used to increase the pressure in the upper stories or to provide the water in the upper stories, these are called as booster pumps. So in a high-rise buildings, these booster pumps are provided after certain amount of floors so that the water is available to the higher floors or the upper floors. Now these pumps are divided into two types. These pumps are divided into two types. The first one is called as displacement pumps and the second one is called as rotodynamic pumps. So under the displacement pumps there are two examples. The first one is rotary pump and second one is reciprocating pump. Reciprocating pump. Among the rotodynamic pumps we have centrifugal pump. We have centrifugal pump. Now, so these are the classification of pumps. Now these centrifugal pumps are used, or we can say the centrifugal pumps are the pumps which are generally used in our residential purposes. So whatever we are using, these are all the centrifugal pumps. Now where is this reciprocating pump found? So this reciprocating pump is found in concrete pumps. So you must have seen there is a transit mixer, that is a truck which is carrying the concrete, and then that transit mixer loads the concrete in a machine which is called as concrete pump. That concrete pumps gives the pressure so that the concrete is supplied to the upper floors. So in this concrete pump, the arrangement which is used or the type of pump that is used is a reciprocating pump. So some another pumps will write important points about them. Radial flow pump. Radial flow pump. So water enters radially and comes out radially. Then the next one is mixed flow pump. Mixed flow pump. So water enters radially and exits axially. And the last one is axial flow pump. Axial flow pump. So these have both entry and exits axially. Okay, so these are some important points about these three types which are generally asked in the exam. So just remember those points, how the water enters and exits from the pump. So other than this, there are certain important types of pump. So first is Archimedean screw type pump. Archimedean screw type pump. This is used in sewage treatment plant. Sewage treatment plant. It is used where low head and low discharge is required. So in this, now remember this term, used where low head and low discharge is required and used in sewage treatment plant. The next one is a rotary pump. Rotary pump. It is used in fire protection system. You must have seen in the shopping malls, there is a red color pipeline which is present throughout the structure. These are for the fire protection. Okay, so the pumps which are used for those are the rotary pumps. One more thing we'll write, air lift pump. So it consists of a pump and air compressor. Used where we need to lift corrosive liquids. Okay, so these are the important points about various types of pipes. Look, this all the types are asked previously in UPSC exam. Okay, and in general trend is there that UPSC questions are followed by MPSC and other state commissions. So whatever the previous year of UPSC is there, that is important to us because there is highly likely chance that it will be repeated in MPSC. And these are directly asked in the match the following. Okay, so we can get a question from this. Similarly, this also radial flow, mixed flow and axial flow. This was asked how the water enters and exits from the radial flow pump. Look, this radial flow pump, mixed flow and axial flow, these are a separate big topics and this will be discussed in hydraulic machines only. In this, few important points we have discussed, okay, which are important exam point of view. So this is all about the pumps. I hope you understood what is the requirement of pump. So it is used to increase the pressure, and we have also seen one practical example.